Left arm to left leg.
Left leg.
So when you want, you can see the picture of the heart. Is it clear? Yeah. So they have made the heart here. So the normal axis of the heart lies between, especially in adults, between minus 30 degrees and plus 90 degrees. If you draw an axis, I think if you know the trigonometry, so this axis is called the positive axis. So if you take, there's one thing called as the x, and the vertical one is called the y. So the x-axis toward this side is taken as a positive axis, and toward the opposite side, toward the right side, is taken as a negative axis. Similarly, in the y, the downward is taken as a positive, and the upward is taken as a negative. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now, what is the significance of this? Now you can make out this chart. Okay. Now, in an axis, anything going above the positive is called as a minus. So if it is going 30 degrees here, which you can see AVL, so this is called as minus 30. If it is going to lead 3, it is called as minus 60. You can draw this diagram. If it is going towards AVF, it's called as minus 90. If it's coming towards lead 2, it's minus 120. If it is coming towards AVR, it is minus 150. And last, coming to lead 1, either it is plus or minus 180. If you take it from this direction, it is minus 180. If you take it from the downward direction, it becomes plus 1. Similarly, on the other side, if you take from lead 1 downwards, it is plus 30. Then there is plus 60 and plus 90. If the axis, the real axis of the heart is the dark line, you can see. Okay, this approximately is around 45. Between 30 and 60 is. Can anyone reply? 45. So if the axis of the heart is 45, it is called as the normal axis. So when you report for the axis, so on an ECG, first you have the rate, then you have the rhythm, and third point is the axis. So what are you supposed to report? Either the axis is normal or abnormal. What is the abnormality? I will teach you. So the normal axis is 45 degrees, but the range is till minus 30 to plus 90. This much axis is defined as a normal axis. If the axis comes at minus 60, then it is termed as left axial deviation. If the axis comes as maybe 150 plus or maybe 120 plus, then it is called as a right axial. Is it clear? Any questions? Am I too fast?
Sir, please explain one more time.
Yeah. You want me to go slow or the speed is okay? Now the heart is situated on the left side and the normal axis is 45 degrees. But there is a range from 45 degrees to 0 degree to minus 30 or to plus 30. So anything in this pattern is called as a normal axis. Why do we have to know about the axis of the heart? There are certain conditions. For example, this particular left ventricle enlarges, which is called as left ventricular hypertrophy, commonly seen in cases of chronic hypertension or chronic cardiomyopathy, where the size of the left ventricle becomes bigger. The heart starts rotating because the musculature of the myocardium becomes bigger. So the weight on this side becomes more. So it tends to rotate. Sometimes there is a right atrial hypertrophy, a right ventricular hypertrophy. So the musculature on this part of the heart increases. So the heart starts rotating toward the right side. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can I go ahead now? Now I'll show you how to exactly find out the axis and the axial deviation just by looking at the ECG. Okay.
Okay.
So how to work out on the electrical axis of the heart? Actually, we are working out on the mean electrical axis, and we make use of the fact that the electrical impulse travels through the heart. It produces a largest deflection in the lead parallel to its pathway, and the smallest deflection are at right angles to its pathway. What is pathway? The current is flowing from the SA node to the AV node to the bundle of his to the Purkinje's file. So whatever leads are in direction, the deflection is maximum. If they are in the opposite side, it may be negative. But if it is at right angle, the deflection is minimum. Is it clear? So in step 1, how do we find out the axis? First, look at all the limb leads and look for lead 1, lead 2, lead 3, AVR, AVL, and AVL. Why are they called limb leads? Why V1 to V6 is not called limb lead? Anyone?
Because, sir, they are connected to limbs.
Correct. So out of 12 leads, 6 leads are called as limb leads. And what is the difference between 1, 2, 3 and AVR, AVL, AVF?
Sir, unipolar and bipolar.
Perfect. So you are paying attention. Congratulations. And so the limb leads are divided into unipolar and bipolar.
Bipolar.
Correct. So now in this we see the deflection. So when you, for example, take lead 1, there is an upward deflection called as the R wave and the downward deflection called as the S wave. I'll show you on the next ECG. Now you can see this lead 1. Can you see the upper deflection called as the R wave? Correct? And the downward deflection is called as the S wave. On the paper, we have a graph paper. You count in millimeter. For example, if this is around 2 big square, which means it is 10 millimeter, right? So you have to write the number as plus 10 because it is upward. Is it clear? And if it is downward deflection, it is a one big square or 5 small square. So it is written as minus 5. So what is the total of this? Plus 10 and minus 5. What is the answer?
5 plus 5.
Plus 5. So on the graph paper, there is a marking from 1 to 10 on the positive side.
So 5, answer is 5 or 5 plus 5?
Plus 5.
Plus 5, yeah.
Why you have to write plus 5? See here, you can see this.
Yeah,
paper.
plus 10. Yeah.
If you know, I think part of this was learned in mathematics.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the positive axis.
Yeah.
This is the negative axis. This is the negative axis and this is the positive axis. I think in the maths part, this is positive. But in cardiology, we take this as positive because the normal axis lies between 90 degrees to minus 30 degrees. So this is the axis of the heart. So to exactly find out the axis, first lead 1. So for example, in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the marking of the lead 1. Now when you take lead 2, you want to see the lead 2?
Yes, sir.
That is lead 3, Sadhu. If you take lead 3, what you get here? It is a small R wave. So it may be around 3 or 4 millimeters. And there's a deep S wave. So this may be approximately around 10. It is exactly the mirror reflection of the lead one. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when in rule in cardiology, 1 divided by 3, that R is leaving and the S is leaving. So they are going away from each other. Can you see it? See the arrow mark here? This is going upwards and this is going downwards. So what is the word? Leaving. L for leaving, L for left. So this ECG is telling that this particular patient has a left axial deviation. Is it clear? Or you want me to repeat?
Sir, please repeat.
Sir, please repeat.
Yes, sir.
In
Sir,
lead
why this is left axial?
Yes, so pay attention here. The lead one, the positive deflection is bigger and the negative deflection is smaller. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
In lead 3, the positive deflection is smaller and the negative deflection is deeper.
Okay, okay. Yes.
So when you divide this, how you divide? You put a line dot up and down. So you take this is going away from each other, right? This arrow is bigger, is going upwards, and this one is going downward.
Yes.
So they are leaving or reaching?
Leaving.
Leaving. So when the 1/3 leaves, this ECG is the left axial deviation. We can even confirm by the graph. Now suppose this is, we took this as around what? 4. So we'll take this also as 4. We took this as what? 10. So we'll this also will be 10. But this was plus 10 and minus
3,
3 or 4. What?
4. Yes.
4. So the answer is plus 6.
Plus 6. Yes.
Okay. Here we take plus 4 and minus 10. So the answer is going to be minus 6. Is it clear?
Yes.
So 1 is equal to plus 6 and 3 is equal to minus 6. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we come back to the axis. So suppose you have to mark this. So you can, if you want to estimate the axial deviation or the degree. So this is plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where was 3 on plus 6 or minus 6? Where was 3?
Minus 6. Minus 6.
So minus is going to be on this line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So intersection of both, what is the angle going to be? Minus 45. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Is minus 45 coming in the range of normal or abnormal? What is the range of normal? Minus 30.
Minus 32 plus 5.
Minus 30. So this has crossed minus 30. We want to minus 40. That means the heart has rotated. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. But sir, if how we will draw, but how we will draw this? Which
I will
we
show you
have
some
done?
ECGs. After you see ECGs, you'll understand. Now the second part, since you're seeing it for the first time. Now you can see this heart here. You can see the arrow.
Yes, sir.
What is written down? One of you read.
Left axis deviation due to anatomical rotation of the heart around the anterior posterior axis.
What is the anterior posterior? This. Front behind. No? Anterior posterior. It is rotating. See, the heart should have been somewhere down. It should have been here. It has gone upwards. So the heart normally is in the vertical position. It is not become, at the moment it become on the horizontal layer. Are you finding the diameter of this wider?
Yes, sir.
When the heart comes downwards, it becomes no vertical. Yes or no?
No, sir.
If you try to take a small
Yes, sir.
fruit take a mango, okay, and you try to rotate it. You see, when you rotate it upwards, the horizontal diameter increases, no? Correct? And if you take it downwards, the vertical diameter increases. Now, in this case, now of the participant, this is lead 1. This is approximately 4, and this is approximately 10. So, what is the answer here? Lead 1.
-6.
Correct. Now, in the lead 3, there is again 10, and I think this is again 4. So, what is the answer?
4.
Plus 6.
Plus
Plus 6.
6. So, what is 1 upon 3? It is -6 upon +6. Correct?
0.
No. You are not doing math.
Okay.
You have to commit on the axis. There's nothing like 0.
Okay.
You have to put those. Now, -6 is this side or the opposite side?
Opposite. Towards the right.
Okay.
Getting it? It will come here.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And where is +6? Here.
Right.
Getting it?
Right axis deviation.
Now you got
Right
it.
axis. Yes.
Yeah.
What are the normal range? 90.
Yeah.
This has come to 45 plus. Means it is gone towards 135. Yes or
So
no?
right axial deviation.
And you have to write the degree. It is not important to just write right and left. We are trying to teach you this.
45.
45.
So you are supposed to
45.
write plus 45.
Plus 45
No,
degrees.
plus 135. Plus 45.
Acha, sir.
See, plus 45 is here. You saw the first chart?
Acha, हाँ. Okay.
Here. It is coming to
Okay, sir.
50.
Right.
What is the center spot between 90 and 0 is about 45, no?
Okay. This
So
way.
if this is 90 plus you add 45, what is the degree going to be? 135.
135. Plus 135.
Correct. So when you're writing right axial deviation, in bracket you have to write plus
135.
plus 135.
Yes, sir.
Then 135 can be minus also. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. वो leads के ऊपर होगा.
लीड के ऊपर
कौन
नहीं
से lead में finding है?
नहीं लीड फिक्स्ड है.
Division का है.
Okay.
Always 1/3. The lead will not change.
Okay.
You have how many leads in your ECG? 12.
12.
For an axial deviation, you have to take only reference of lead 1 and lead 3.
Okay,
Not
sir.
other 10 leads.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
will
sir.
show you
Okay.
some ECGs and then you see whether you can get the axis.
Sir, how to count degree?
You can see this on top. See the degrees are there. See here, you can see 90. This is going to be 0. Above that is going to be -30. So the hard axis lies between -30 to 90. Is it clear? You can see this is put as dark.
Yes.
120. Why it is put up dark? Because this is a reference of right axial deviation. Anything crossing -30 is a reference of left axial deviation. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see some ECGs.
Okay.
Is reaching and leaving clear? So
Yes,
in
sir.
this, is it reaching or leaving? 1/3.
Reaching.
How reaching? One is going up.
Leaving.
You're getting confused. This is going up. This is going down. When two
Yeah.
friends meet, now they say bye-bye. They are leaving.
Both
Yes.
are leaving.
Both are leaving. It is left. When the friend meet after 1 year, hello, hi. This is right action. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can you repeat? One of you can repeat. Whoever understood.
Sir, when both the points are leaving, then it's left axial deviation, and when they are meeting, then it's right axial.
Reaching. The
Reaching, yeah.
reference is R. And
R, okay.
reaching is for R. Leaving
Okay.
is for L. You understand
Means
the concept?
AVL and no.
Look at the picture.
Yes.
Is it the picture clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What does this picture say?
They are reaching.
With reaching.
See,
Yeah,
in
reaching.
right axial, lead one, the R is small and the S is deep. Is it clear?
Yes.
Including AVL. Whereas in lead 3 and AVF, the R is taller and the S is smaller. Is it getting clear?
Yes.
Sir,
Sir, this is clear.
Now what?
sir, you said lead 1 and lead 3. Though these are the graphs we have to check for the axial deviation. So there is AVL and AVF too. So we have to consider those
Not
readings.
required. Not
Yes.
required. Normally, it is the easiest way is lead 1 and lead 3, unless the recording is not very good.
Okay. All
If
right.
the recording is not very good in 1 and 3, then you can take a reference of AVL and AVF. Is it okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So now you can see the picture. Can anyone explain these two pictures? The right axial. See, the heart is getting rotated to the right side. Can
Right.
you see? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And the next picture. So can you see the different position of the heart? This is the actual position. When the heart goes toward the left side, it becomes horizontal. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And when the heart comes to the right side, it becomes vertical. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And the actual position of the heart is anterior posterior. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Can you take a picture of this? Can I go ahead? So
Okay.
is the axial deviation clear? Can we go with some ECGs?
Sir, what are the conditions for
And I will
that?
tell you that you have to
Photo
study.
later.
That is theoretical.
Okay.
Yes,
What
sir.
are we trying to do? Study from the ECG.
All
You
right.
are the physician who has taken a 12-lead ECG. Just by looking at the ECG, you have to diagnose. What is the module on ECG?
Yeah, got it, sir. Yeah. All right, sir.
We are just good. Now I'll show you how from the ECG we can. This is well known. I hope everyone knows this.
Yes, sir.
SA node, AV node, why the QRS, all that. Okay. Now I'll come to the different classification of heart rate. You are saying no, why the heart rate goes at 75, 76, 77, correct? So these are the different conditions. So when the heart rate is irregular, that condition is called as arrhythmias. Can someone repeat?
When the heart rate is irregular, this condition is called as arrhythmias.
Arrhythmias. Now arrhythmias can be because of the SA node. It can be because of the atria. It can be because of the AV node, or it can be because of the ventricles. You want to write it down? So what are the condition of the SA node? When the heart rate becomes slow, less than 60, that condition is called as sinus bradycardia. When the heart rate goes above 100, then that condition is called as sinus tachycardia. And when the heart rate is at a pattern getting a little bit irregular, then it can be called as sinus arrhythmia. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear about SA node? So the basic SA node, which is called the pacemaker or heart, it has to beat between 60 to 100, but the normal heart rate is between 70 to 80. So if the heart rate is in that, you have to mention as sinus rhythm. First, you have to write rate. And last time we calculated about heart rate, 300 divided by whatever the distance between the two squares, big squares, or else 1500 divided by the RR interval, distance between the small squares. Big squares is 300 divided by. But big squares you should take if there are
1500.
2 squares, 3 squares, 4 squares. But if there are 2.5 square or maybe 3.5 square, then better to take small
Small
square,
squares.
because the number will change. Now there are activities which can come out from the atrium. Atrium is the chamber, the left or the right. Both the atria beats together, but mostly the impulse comes from the right atrium. So the extra beat which keeps coming and is recorded. How is the activity of the atrium recorded on the ECG? What wave is produced?
P wave.
P wave.
It's clear?
Yes.
So if there are more than one P before the QRS, what does it tell you?
Extra systole.
Yes. So that is called as atrial
Extra.
extrasystole.
Yes.
So there are different names given. If it is an extra, it is called as the atrial extrasystole. If it is running parallel, one more, that is called as a parasystole. What is atrial tachycardia?
So can you please once repeat what is extrasystole? Repeated P wave.
Atrial extrasystole is multiple
P
P
wave.
waves coming before the QRS.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And if there are more than 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then that is called as atrial tachycardia. Tachy means fast.
Yes.
Brady means slow.
Yes, sir.
Arrhyth means irregular. Arrest means stop.
Stop.
Stop. So when the patient SA node stops, so there is no P wave. So if the ECG is not showing any P wave in all the 12 leads, it could be a part of sinus arrest. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now coming to
What will be?
Sir, you are
Excuse me.
telling about that left atrium also?
right and left work together.
Okay.
Sir, what is how will be the presentation of parasystole in ECG?
I will show you the ECG. First learn the theory. Otherwise all these other points will remain. Okay, I will explain you. First write down this theory. Have you heard these words before or you are hearing it for the first time?
Parasystole for the first time, sir.
Sir, can you
We'll take-
please repeat? What did you say for parasystole, please?
Para is something in the direction, no? So one current is going. What is paragliding? Can anyone tell?
Gliding
Yeah.
from a higher point to a lower point?
In the direction of the airflow.
Yeah.
Can you go against the airflow? How is gliding possible if there is no wind?
No, no.
Are you getting what I'm saying? Can the gliding go against the direction of the flow of the wind?
No, no.
Understood now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is in the direction of the SA node, but there could be multiple.
Okay.
Or there
thank
could
you.
be a systole happening not happening from the SA node, but similar to an SA, a duplicate.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Because when there's irritation in the right atrium, there are multiple areas in the atrium which can generate an impulse similar to an impulse from the SA node. Is it clear?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I'll show you one picture later. You'll come to know about it.
Sure, sir.
It will flutter, which I showed you one ECG last time, if you remember, like a saw type.
Yes, sir.
The P wave looking like a saw. You have seen an alligator or crocodile teeth?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
Yes,
saw
sir.
that.
That is called
Flutter.
as it will flutter. And what is fibrillation? It's almost like a straight line or a very small vibrations. Wandering pacemaker, I had put it on the group. You seen that?
Yes.
One ECG. Someone even commented on it. Uska dil bhatakte rehte. Hello. Yeah. Dr. Gandhi, I think. Vijay Gandhi. Vijay Gandhi is there? Not there yet. Is it clear till atria?
Yes, sir.
Can we go ahead with AV junction?
Yes, sir.
What is the heart rate of AV junction? Anyone? What is the normal heart rate? What is the normal heart rate of SA node?
70 to 80.
70 to 80.
So 10 minus, it has to come to 50 to 60. It's easy. So when the heart rate goes at 50 to 60, that means the conduction is started from the AV junction. Can anyone tell me what are the different names of the junctional tissue? First class. Which are the main conductive tissues? Anyone? We have the SA node. No, first we have the SA
Series.
node.
SA node, then AV node, then
Correct.
bundle of his,
Bundle of Higgs.
then Purkinje's fiber.
Yes. So we studied normal. Now today we are studying abnormal. That is the reason I was insisting you that you better study the normal. Because when you don't study normal, you will not understand abnormal. So now we are studying what is abnormal in AV junction. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So when the AV junction beats extra, that is called as AV junctional extrasystole. They are supposed to beat at 50. Now they are beating at 60 or maybe 65 or 68. Is it clear? If AV junction, there are extra beats which is escaping in between. They are called as escape beats. How do you know that is escape beat? On the ECG, there will be only one or two extra beats, but not coming at a regular interval. The first one, it will be regular interval. Can you differentiate it? Anyone? What is the difference between extrasystole and escape beat?
Extra systole will come at particular time and escape bit will come at any time.
It will come at any time, but it is like once in a while.
Lapsing.
Yeah.
In the whole, if you take a long lead, 2, in extrasystole, it will come at a particular pattern. You can appreciate ECG is the pattern. Correct?
Okay. Yes, sir.
PQRS, 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 PQRS is a sinus rhythm. PQRS, 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 PQRS. Getting what I'm happening?
Extrasystole.
No, sometime it is
PP.
coming. Sometime it is coming early. Sometime it is coming late.
Then escape beats.
They are escape beats or they are arrhythmias. Supposing you have a lecture in the morning at 9 o'clock. One day you reach at 9:10. One day you reach at 9:15. Is it okay?
No.
This is exactly what happens with the heart. Understood?
Sir, if there is extra AV is junctional extrasystole, what will be the position of P? It will be at particular space, or it will be absent, or what will be the situation?
Extra P होगा.
Extra P होगा. Perfect. P होगा if it is coming from the SA node. AV से होगा तो P नहीं होगा. I'm getting what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What about the graph? PR interval होगा. P wave नहीं होगा.
Okay, sir. And how many
This P
escape
wave-
bits are normal, sir?
P wave is SA node. If it is
Yes,
coming
sir.
on AV, you will have only QRS.
Yes. sir.
No P. Okay.
No.
Sir, now you told PP, QRS, PP, PQRS.
नहीं. Atrium ऊपर वाला है. You are still in the second one. I'm come to the third one.
Okay, sir. Right. Okay, sir. Sorry.
SA node is P.
Yeah.
Atria is multiple P. 3 में no P.
Okay, sure, sir. I was confused.
Is it getting clear?
हाँ, AV में no P.
You remember that picture? This one?
Yes, sir.
ये photo निकालो इसका. See what is
Sir,
happening.
निकाल लिया.
दिमाग में fix कर लो.
Yes.
This is P. This is PR. अभी जंक्शन इधर से चालू हो गया. तो P किधर आ गया?
No P.
It is going to be after R.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Okay, sir. Sure.
So QRS ही आए. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we come to ventricles. What will ventricle produce on the ECG? P wave,
QRS
RS. RS. छोटा Q भी आ सकता. If it is coming on the damaged heart, then it can produce a deeper Q. Is it clear? So all cases of ventricular infarction, old infarction,
Yes, sir. Deeper Q.
deeper Q. But if there is no infarction, then Q will not be so deep, or it may not be seen also. But what will be seen is RS and T. What is RS stand for?
Ventricles.
Ventricular
Ventricular depolarization.
Depolarization and repolarization.
Very good. अभी आप expert हो गए.
नहीं सर, कहाँ हुए?
And the T is the recovery of the ventricle.
Ventricles.
When the ventricles has a damage or an infarction, will the T be upright, flat, or inverted? क्या होगा?
In damage, ST segment will be elevated.
Is it going to be erect, flat, or inverted if there is a ventricular damage in cases of heart attacks? क्या दिखेगा ECG?
ST segment elevation and T wave inversion.
Very good. I asked you only about T wave. आपने पूरा बता दिया. You have got so used to ST. We didn't speak about ST at all today. You travel by ST?
सर काफी डिस्टरबेंस आ रहा है.
Now, is it better?
It's better
Yes,
now, sir.
Yes, sir. Better now.
Maybe there is some participant who keeps unmuting. But there are no other one unmuting. Okay. Can we continue?
Yes, sir.
So the ventricular part, I'll just go fast because I want to show you the ECG. ये theoretical आप पढ़ सकते हैं. Okay, ventricle extrasystole, escape bit, same pattern. How it is there in atrial and AV junctional, same pattern. So ventricle में extrasystole हो सकते हैं, ventricular escape beats, parasystole, idioventricular rhythm. Idioventricular means ventricle से some focus है, which keeps originating from different places, but you cannot find where it is originating, at what frequency. उसका रिदम नहीं मालूम पड़ते, दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड idiotic. Idiotic नहीं लिखते, इडियो वेंट्रिकुलर रिदम. उसका ना बिगनिंग है एंड है, there is no connection. Very rarely it happens, but it is seen. Paroxysm mean, what is meaning of paroxysm? Paroxysmal cough, homeopaths.
Coming at particular.
Spasm type, spasmodic type.
Any more answers? What is paroxysm? Patient has a paroxysm of cough. What do you mean by that?
Same interval.
At a particular interval. It is not continuous. 1 बजे आ गया, 2 बजे आ गया. Correct? Patient lies down, starts coughing in paroxysm. Drosera में है ना? As soon as the patient lies down, he gets a paroxysm of cough.
Yes, sir.
Better by sitting up. Correct?
Yes, sir.
वैसा paroxysm is like an interval. Continuous नहीं रहेगा, आएगा तो धार 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 करके आएगा. So that is ventricular tachycardia. जब कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट आता है तभी नहीं रहता है. जब आईसीसी आरएमओ रहेगा, इंटर्न रहता है, तब आता है. कभी कभी उल्टा होता है, जब आरएमओ रहते कुछ नहीं आता है, कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट आते तब चालू होता है. डॉक्टर बोलते हैं क्या हो गया, आपने बताया नहीं. Is it clear? So paroxysmal ventricular tachycardia is that. Ventricular flutter, same like atrial flutter and ventricular. Can I move ahead? So these are the different types of arrhythmia. Now we will go for the different types of heart blocks. Can anyone tell me what is heart block?
When electric current is not progressing, like from SA node to AV node, if it's not going, then block is there. Or from AV node to right side of the right conduction, there is no right side, electricity is conducted, or I mean current is not conducted, or left side it's not correct,
That is
going.
called one is correct. So there is no,
Yeah.
so one is origin and one is conduction. It conducts through the atrial wall or the interventricular septum or the ventricular wall. So the conduction is not smooth and the flow is not reaching the other part. So there is a block. The basic thing of the conductive tissue is to pass an electrical stimulus from the SA node to reach the right and the left ventricle, so that each of the ventricle has a contraction which is defined as a systole. So the purpose of the systole is to pump blood to all parts of the body. Is it clear? So when you are checking a blood pressure, you are checking the systolic blood pressure, which is the upper reading, which is 120. When the ventricle relaxes, that is the time when there is filling of blood taking place in the right and left side of the heart. So the relaxation of the ventricle is called as the diastole. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when the patient's BP is 160 upon 100, what happens to the ventricle? Anyone?
Force required to fill the ventricles.
No.
Ventricular
What is 160? When the suppose your patient in the clinic is having, you must have seen some 160 upon 100.
Yeah.
Now after understanding the heart, the ECG, is your understanding getting better?
Yes, sir.
What must be happening in the patient's heart at 160 100?
When the ventricular systole, it means 160 ventricles has to push the blood with more force. So there is chronic hypertension. Because of that, there is ventricular hypertrophy. Because of
The answer is
forceful.
absolutely correct. Yeah, but when the pressure, which should have been at 120 to reach the brain, now it is using a force of 160, which means 40 milligram more pressure, correct? So what must be happening to the ventricular wall? Will it become thinner or it will become thicker?
Thicker.
What is that condition called? When the
Ventricular
ventricular
Ventricular hypertrophy.
Now you understood why there is ventricular hypertrophy
Yes.
Yes, sir.
in a person who's a chronic hypertensive. So higher the pressure, higher or lower is the hypertrophy.
Higher the pressure, higher the hypertrophy.
Higher
the pressure, higher the hypertrophy.
So if the patient is having 180 systolic and the patient is having 140 systolic, who has a higher chance of having hypertrophy?
160.
One is not 180. One is not 140.
सर बहुत नॉइज आ रहा है कुछ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा
क्योंकि आप लोगों का सबका मोबाइल ऑडियो आप लोग है ना सब अपना ऑडियो बंद करो. 5 people are on it. Only when you are answering, please keep it on. Is it clear? आप लोग बात करते हो and off नहीं करते. Okay. So the reason for the hypertrophy is because the systole is higher. Now when the diastolic instead of 80 becomes 100, the ventricles are not able to relax. So the amount of blood which is going to fill in the ventricle, will it be less or it will be more? One person can answer.
It
Sir,
will be
less.
Less. So when the diastolic is 100, the filling of the ventricle is less. So the cardiac output is going to be less or more.
less
less.
So the brain will receive blood less or more.
Less.
less
The kidneys will receive blood less or more.
Less.
less
The heart will have problem less or more.
more
So that is the reason when the patient's diastolic is higher, patient goes into cardiac problem, brain problem, and kidney problem. Is it clear?
yes sir.
So one of the main causes of kidney failure is high
Hypertension
high
and
diastolic.
diastolic pressure.
Yes. There are two types of hypertension, systolic hypertension and diastolic. Are you aware of it?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
Systolic hypertension can be physiological as such when patient
is
is
pathological.
exercising. When patient is exercising or when there is anxiety and after transient rest, once take the BP, it will be normal if it is physiological.
Yeah,
And-
it's physiological. Pathological.
If without any exertion, patient is showing persistently higher BP, then it is systolic hypertension.
So what will the reading be in a systolic hypertension patient?
It will be more than 120.
The reading will be like 160 upon 80,
Yeah.
180 upon 80. Do you all treat this normal or abnormal? 160 upon 80.
In old age patient, we can take it as normal because of atherosclerosis, and
What is the
in
age?
young old age,
Suppose the patient's BP is 160 upon 80. Till what age is it normal?
maybe 60.
Correct. The law is 100 plus age. Okay. So if the patient is 80 years, 180 upon 80 can be taken normal, but you have to monitor this patient. If the patient is symptomatic, feeling giddy, tired, are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
If the patient is symptomatic, then you'll have to treat it. But if the patient is asymptomatic and is able to carry on all his work normally, then you can only wait and watch. Then don't forcibly bring it down. A lot of time, a lot of medicines, antihypertensives are given and the patient doesn't feel better. Have you experienced that?
Yes, sir.
Antihypertensives are in the direction of the vital force or against the vital force.
Against the vital force.
Correct? So then there is a possibility of suppression. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, so now we'll go to the different types of heart blocks. I'll give you 5 minutes. If you have any questions, kindly type it in the chat box. Okay. Can you see me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we take up the questions? So, first question, Dr. Tejaswini, would you please repeat SA node arrhythmias? Start the share screen. Second question is how to measure deviation in axis. Dr. Sunita, what is the question?
Sir, I can understand right and left axis deviation, but how to measure them in degree? Like 135 degree you said, no?
Yes, yes. That you have to calculate from
Yeah,
the
how
ECG.
that calculation is done, that only
I will show you the ECG. Can I
Okay,
go
sir.
to the ECG and show you? It is better because what we
Yes.
have in hand is only the 12 lead ECG. Okay. What is the significance when the heart rate is 54, 55 and 127? Yeah, that speaks of the heart rate, which tells you the pumping of the heart. The faster the heart rate, lesser is the cardiac output. Slower the heart rate, better is the cardiac output. At the end of the day, the amount of blood which is pumped by the left ventricle and the right ventricle is important. If the speed of the heart is fast, the amount of blood either is half or 75%, which is not adequate for the body to function properly. Mainly the brain, the kidneys, the liver, they depend on blood, oxygen, nutrition. So less blood, less effective is the brain, less effective is the liver, less effective is the kidneys, and your health will be deteriorated. Is it clear? So I will go to the ECGs. Can you see a paper here with a pencil? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
What is the person doing? He's marking some points. Can you take it close and see it on your mobile? What are the reference points? Wherever there is a P wave, he's making a reference below. Can you see it? Can you see it? Earlier we were learning to take an R wave. This particular ECG, the number of P wave is more and the number of R wave is less. What does it mean? It should be equal, it should be more, or it should be less. The number of P wave, it should be always
Equal to R wave.
because on the ECG paper, there are 8 P waves and there are only 4 R wave. What does it tell you?
Extra systems. Extra systems.
Either there are 4 extra P waves or there are 4 less R wave. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Both possibilities are there. Either the 4 P wave are more, or instead of 8, there are only 4 R wave. So that means 4 R waves were missed. Both conditions are different. Is it clear? Okay. Now, for example, can you see this ECG? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the first ECG is a normal ECG. You can see the picture down. What is this AV node? This A is the atrium. AV node, ventricle. So the normal conduction, SA node, atrium, AV node, ventricle, and to the Purkinje's fibers. You can see the time, which is, so this part is this dot. Can you see the P wave?
Yes, sir.
Is the SA node. Coming here is the PR interval. Can you see the PR interval?
Yes, sir.
Okay, atrium. Then it comes down, AV junction. So when the rhythm starts for the AV junction, this will be missing. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So in case of AV junction, the origin will be from QRS.
Hmm.
From QRS. There will be absent P wave.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to this part, this is ventricular depolarization, this part. And then it is coming down, it is repolarization. And then when this is going to the last part, the depolarization of the last part of the ventricle and repolarization. So this is a thicker part of the ventricle. So this activity is this. Is it clear? So when there is a damage to the ventricle, this part, this either becomes inverted or sometimes flattened. Even flattened is significant because this part has come down. Actually, flattening is a stage prior to becoming inverted. So patient has a recent infarction. So there may be STD change, but no T wave inversion. T wave inversion happens when the infarct completely is developed. So a cardiologist is always interested to see that there is no inverted T wave or there is no Q, because these are changes which does not improve in spite of the treatment given, because these becomes permanent. So you need to treat them as early as possible to revert back to erect or upward T wave. If after treatment patient's T wave is erect, ST becomes straight isolatory, no development of Q wave, you have saved the heart of the patient. Is it clear? But if the patient's ECG is saying that the Q is developed, ST is elevated, T is inverted, this patient is come late and the damage has already taken place. What is the best time to save the heart after the heart attack? How many hours?
Within 1 hour.
Yes. So what is that called as? Anyone? It is
Golden hour.
called golden hour. Very good. Congratulations. So that 1 hour is called as golden hour. If you give, what do you have to give within 1 hour? What treatment is given in the ICCU? They give an anticoagulant.
Coagulant. Anticoagulants.
They have the streptokinase, urokinase, or any of those clotting mechanism medicine, so that the thrombus or the thromboembolic mechanism is dissolved. Correct? So what is the advantage of you having an ECG? Are you planning to buy one ECG machine? Please answer in the group, or maybe unmute yourself. All those who are planning to buy an ECG machine after this module, kindly unmute and say yes. No one? We are 26 participants.
To buy.
Yes, sir.
How many of you are planning to keep an ECG machine after this module? Next week is the last session. The purpose of all this is so that you learn. Keep an ECG machine. It doesn't cost much, 20 to 30,000 max. But you will be saving at least hundreds of lives. Is it not worth it?
Yes, sir.
If your patient of yours gets a heart attack, if you have to send the patient to a cardiologist, can all that be done within 1 hour?
No, sir.
If you have your own ECG machine, can it be done?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You can do it in 5 minutes. Refer to a hospital and the patient within 1 hour can be thrombolized and the heart of the patient can be saved. Is it possible? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we'll go to the So now the second one. Can anyone explain the second one? Figure 38.
P wave is missing.
Where is the P wave? This is the P wave. Can you see?
Yes.
Where is the PR interval? Is it normal
Long.
or long?
Long.
You can see? So the PR interval is prolonged.
Long.
What is the normal I have given you last time? It should not be more than 3 or 4, maximum 5. How many squares are there? 5, 8,
14,
9, almost 10, 13. So it is a prolonged. You can see the diagram here. SA node, AV node, and then prolonged. So this is called as impaired, but this is at a fixed rate. So this is called as first degree heart block.
So how to differentiate between P wave and U wave?
Why are you going to UU? You know everything else.
No, I was confused whether it is a P or U wave.
U is basically a very late recovery. 90% of the ECG, it may not be seen. So don't run behind U wave. From beginning, I've been trying to tell you P, Q, R, S, T. Have I described U wave?
No.
Why are you going into rare things? Want to get confused? So I think all practical purpose at the moment keep you under cover. Okay? Do not confuse, because otherwise you may end up thinking this is a U wave. This is not the U wave, this is the P wave. Why it is a P wave? Can you see any P here?
No.
Can you see before the Q? Any P you can see?
No.
And where is the P? How do you do it? You saw the person doing with a pencil and a marker.
Yes, yes.
You take a pencil and a marker and you see the distance. It will be same.
Yeah.
Okay. You count the number of small square between two P's. Sometime it will get merged with the T wave. Sometime this is the reason why there is a confusion. See here it is merged. Can you see? See here also it is merged. Here there is a little difference.
Yeah.
The T is coming down and then there is a P. There the T is not completely down. There's a P has started. So what is happening here? What is the heart rate of this patient? Anyone? How many squares? RR interval.
18
Yes.
small squares.
So what is the heart rate of 18? I had given you last time. You have the reference notes.
Yes, sir.
What is the heart rate of 18?
83.
83.
83.
83.
Okay. Now what is the distance between the PP? Count the number of squares. Take two P squares. One is here.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3,
4.
15, 16, 17, 18. Is it 18 or it's 19? Almost 18 to 9.
19, sir.
Yeah, little less.
It's
The number
21,
is
sir.
more.
It's 21, sir. Starting and beginning, end.
It's regular. That shows that the conduction is variable. You getting? There is a delay in the conduction. So that is why it is called as first degree heart block. Is it clear? What is the problem? The PR interval is variable. Can you see it? How is PR interval measured? From the beginning of P to the beginning of Q. Correct?
Yes. Beginning of P to start of Q.
Correct. So you take the PR interval here. How many small squares from year to year? Count. 5, 7, 8,
9.
9. Second one.
9. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
9.
Third one.
9. 8.
Fourth one.
9.
So there is a variation.
Yeah.
So variation is where? Is it in the P or the PR?
PR. PR.
So all variation in PR is called as heart blocks. Have you written it? Okay, now let's take the next figure number 39. Can anyone tell me? AVF is given. What is this? SA node. He's talking about this. What is this? This is the reference of this. What is this? This. Are you liking this picture? The explanation of the ECG? Are you able to understand? See here, there is a P wave. Someone is opened it. Why there is so much sound? Is there a lot of disturbance? Hello?
Now it's okay, sir. It was there.
I can continue.
Yes, sir.
So this particular picture number 39, figure 39, is talking about a heart block, which is called as a second degree heart. So what is the difference between first degree and second degree? In first degree heart block, the PR interval is prolonged. Okay? Which you saw it in this picture. Correct? It is a fixed prolonged PR interval. That is called as a first degree heart block. In a second degree heart block, there are two types. One is a variation and one is a drop. In second one, there is a PQRS in this complex and P has started, but it didn't convert into a QRS. So there is a drop of one complex. Able to understand? What is the RR interval here? 5, 10, 15, 20 plus 2, 22, correct? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you count here.
Variation.
Here, no, this is not variation. This is absent. While here, the student is present. Here, the student is absent.
Okay, one is
No
absent.
variation.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. They should have been complex here, no?
Yes, sir.
So one heartbeat is
Missing.
If the patient's heart rate is 80 and he misses 20 beats, what will be his heartbeat? 60. So a person who is functioning at 80 has a heartbeat of 60. Is it good or bad? Which means 25% of his blood cardiac output is going to be less. Will he feel normal or he will feel abnormal?
Abnormal.
Is it going to be safe or is it going to be risky?
Risky.
So heart blocks has to be treated. So this ECG, where the SA node originated, but there is some problem in the atrium or the AV junction. So there is a junctional block. So what is written here? Anyone can read? Figure 39.
This is second degree sinusoidal block showing non-conduction of the second sinus impulse out of the SA node with subsequent omission of the complete PQRST sequence.
Is it clear now? The P has to terminate into QRST, correct? The P originated, which hardly made an impact. And as a consequence, it didn't pick up into the QRS. So the whole thing was blocked. So this is a major block. Okay. So this is called as a second degree heart block. Can you make out the difference now? Can anyone tell? How do you differentiate first degree and second degree heart block?
Sir, in the first degree heart block, PR interval is counted.
It's prolonged.
It is prolonged.
Yes.
Mostly. And in
It
the
takes a longer time.
longer
Conduction from the SA node going from the atrial wall to the AV node
delay.
is prolonged.
Prolonged.
So there is a delay.
D.
Whereas in second degree, there is
Second
total
degree,
omission. Omission.
QRS complex नहीं बन पा रहा, means P is unable to
It is not picking.
end up in the QRS
Yeah. So there is a block.
complex. There is a
SA
blocking.
node is generating, but the atrial
AB
wall
is not.
is not able to pick up.
Atrial walls are
First
not.
case is better or the second case is better?
First is better.
Correct, no? Now you understood. No?
इधर तो generate ही नहीं हो पा रहा है.
But at the end of the day, ventricle contracting नहीं हो रहा है.
Sir, in this figure 39, they have shown that electricity is conducted at SA node, but in ECG there is no starting of P wave. Like,
It is as good as not record because the
Yeah, yeah.
power was very weak.
okay,
So it didn't actually, the wave will produce only when there is a contraction of the atrium.
yes, sir.
So it's not strong enough to generate.
SA node
Reach
is
a-
an electrical current,
Yes.
Yeah,
but it didn't contract the atrium.
yes, sir.
इसलिए P wave आया नहीं है.
Yes,
So there
sir.
is no atrial depolarization and repolarization.
Yeah.
Wave क्यों
So
होता है? Why does the wave happen? Not because of the
P-
SA node.
Sir,
Yeah.
P तो है.
because of contraction.
Yes, you have to remember that SA node is all the time there.
Okay.
SA node doesn't produce the P. It is the contraction of the atrium.
Okay.
Yes.
Contraction is not happening.
What was the first session telling you? P wave is contraction of the atrium.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And the QRS is the contraction and relaxation of the atrium.
Yes.
Correct? Is it getting clear now?
Yes, sir.
Can we go to figure 40? Can anyone read and tell me what is happening here? Is it readable? AVR?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone read?
It's a normal sinus rhythm with a premature beat arising from an ectopic ventricular site and showing no retrograde AV conduction.
What do you mean? कुछ समझ आया कि सर के ऊपर से? Anyone? Can you read it again? Someone else? 40.
So normal sinus rhythm with a
आगे बढ़ो.
premature beat arising from an ectopic ventricular site and showing no retrograde AV conduction.
What is ectopic? First part is clear. Normal sinus rhythm is clear. This is the one. Correct? ये जो इधर दिख रहा है, first 37 वाला, is 37 clear? Normal sinus
sir.
rhythm.
Yes, sir.
So ये जो पहला वाला है, is this normal or abnormal? This particular.
Normal, sir.
Why it is reverse? ये उल्टा क्यों?
AVR है, AVR है.
AVR है.
याद आया ना आपको?
हाँ जी.
Why it is उल्टा? in AVR? अच्छे से explain किया था मैंने. The current, direction of the current.
Is
Sir,
opposite.
it is on opposite side.
Correct? Very good. इसलिए P उल्टा आएगा. It is a mirror image of lead
AVF.
one. Lead one में ऊपर P आता है ना. R ऊपर जाते हैं. This is come down. So this is normal. This also is okay. Normal. There is a problem with this.
Yeah.
Right? Is this and this the same? The second one is not.
Extraventricular.
What is the difference in the picture?
Opposite है sir वो. Ectopic is opposite the.
How do you know it is an ectopic? What is the feature of an ectopic? Does it look same? Does it look
This
same?
is no. This is not ectopic. This is at the same distance.
Yeah.
RR interval is same.
वो आप वही देख रहे हैं. ये इसका पिक्चर और इसका पिक्चर सेम है. Is the T like normal? Is the QRS normal? इतना wide है, is normal?
No, sir, it's wider. It's
Yeah,
opposite
ventricular
direction.
ectopics, the QRS is always wider. Okay.
Okay.
कितना millimeter है? 1, 2,
So,
almost 3 to 4. And in this, how much it is? 1, 1.5.
1.5.
So when the QRS becomes wide, it is either ectopic or it is a bundle branch block. Next time I will take bundle branch block. सुना है ना आपने? Left bundle branch and right bundle branch.
Yes.
That will take. So today the axis was clear.
Yes, sir, but we have to revise.
Yeah, you have to study. You don't study when I teach you. When you listen to me, you understand. घर जाके थोड़ा homework करना. Okay, now anyone, let's see who can explain this. Read it and explain. One of you can read it. Those who have not got a chance. Want you to take some names? Anyone? Ashish Mutreja, Dr. Anita Yadav, Dr. Anjana, Dr. Preeti, Dr. Shweta, Dr. Kirti, Dr. Rashmi Patil, Dr. Sunita.
The P is not followed by QRS.
Not followed by.
QRS.
Explain what is happening. What does it tell you?
Your first my PR interval is prolonged.
कितना है?
Here is one.
को नीचे explanation भी दिया है.
Sir, extra
Read it.
P
Can you read it? Yeah, read the whole thing. Sunita, just read the whole thing.
Yes, sir. Atrial rate is measured by considering the number of flange squares between consecutive P waves and dividing this number. So, एक second, मेरे इसमें कुछ problem आ रहा है.
हाँ ठीक है आगे.
Sir, can someone?
Okay, can't see.
One second.
Read the lower part.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again, clear. There are 7.5 large squares between adjacent R waves.
बराबर है गलत है. Count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Correct?
Yes, sir.
This is clear. This is R and this is R. Second
Yes,
time
sir.
1, 2,
1, 2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5, 6,
6,
7.5.
7.5.
So RR interval is correct.
Yes.
That means the interval of RR is what? 1500 divided by
Number of big, small squares. Small squares.
Small square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 35,
35
38.
plus
10.
30.
1500 divided by 38. क्या number आता है? Anyone?
Almost 40. 40.
है ना दिया ना नीचे 40.
40 के आसपास. Yes, sir.
The ventricular rate is how much? 40.
40.
When the person survive with a heart rate of 40,
No.
No, sir.
what is the
मुश्किल.
normal heart rate? 80.
70 to 80.
Cardiac output कितना कम हो गया? 50%.
50%.
Yes, sir.
Will the patient be symptomatic or asymptomatic?
Symptomatic.
Will he be critical or non-critical?
Critical.
Critical. Critical.
Will he require admission or no?
Yes.
अभी आप P wave का काम. Okay. कितना? What they are trying to show is there is a P wave which is coming at a regular interval. How many squares? 5.
3 big.
Approximately 3. So what is the rule? 300 divided by 3, 100.
And
So what is the atrial activity rate?
100 per minute.
What is the ventricular activity rate?
40 per minute.
40.
Danger है ना?
Dangerous.
So this is called as what?
Conduction defect.
पढ़ो
Conduction.
नीचे, पूरा पढ़ो.
Bundle.
Read the
Padhu,
whole
sir.
answer. Read the 44. Complete.
There are 7.5 large squares between adjacent R waves, so the ventricular rate is 300 divided by 7.5 or approximately 40 beats per minute. However, there are only 3.2 large squares between adjacent P waves, so that the atrial rate is 300 divided by 3.2 or approximately 94 per minute. This is an example of sinus rhythm with complete AV block and idioventricular escape rhythm.
Can anyone explain the last line? What is complete atrioventricular block? So which degree of block this is?
Third degree.
Absolute. Perfect. So when there is no connection between the atrial contraction
And
the
ventricular.
contraction,
Yes.
this is called as the third degree heart block. So how many degrees of heart block is there?
3 types of first degree, second and third degree.
What is first degree heart block?
When PR interval is
Is prolonged. Fixed. Okay. What is second degree?
He is unable to connect QRS complex.
What is second degree?
When the P wave is unable to arise, matlab, impulses are so low that they cannot generate the QRS complex, means contraction of ventricles.
So at a frequent interval, one QRS is lost.
Yes.
The PQRS is there, but in between there is a drop of QRS. That is called as a second degree. So it used to be like 2:1, 3:1, 4:1. What does it mean? Out of 2 beats, one is
One
missing.
is missing.
Out of 3 beat, one is missing. Out of 4 beat, one is missing, which is very dangerous.
2:1, sir.
Correct. So if the BP, the pulse rate has to be 80, उसका pulse rate 40 हो जाएगा.
40. तो सर 4:1 में क्या हाल होगा?
Out of 4 beats, one is
One
missing.
is missing. तो 25%.
मतलब 80 का 60 हो. Is it clear?
Yes. Yes. Sir.
3:1 में.
Out of 3, 1 is missing. So
One
30%
more
is lost.
condition. Yeah. So this is called first degree, second degree,
Second degree.
third degree. A second degree may be 2 types. Hai. Have you anyone heard about it? Something called as Mobitz type 1 and Mobitz type 2. Anyone has heard?
So सुना है. Don't know.
The one which I explained, 2:1, 3:1,
Okay.
4:1 is called as Mobitz type 1. Write it.
Sir, MOBITZ.
MOBITZ. Perfect. Maybe that name of that person who found it.
Okay.
And the second type, anyone can tell me? Mobitz type 2. What a nice name. Anyone? Called the Van K-Bax phenomenon. Anyone has heard this name? No.
No, sir.
Can you repeat, sir? What's the name?
Van K-Bax. WE. I don't know whether it is there. There's a picture I'll show you. Are you? Is it interesting? Heart blocks.
Yes, sir. Seems easier than the previous ones. पता नहीं क्यों.
Yeah, exciting. That's why I told you, read your normal ECG. If your normal ECG is clear, what is not normal is abnormal. Then your next job is to find out what is abnormal. Correct?
Correct.
Yes.
So second type is called as the Mobitz type 2. And that is called as Van K-Bax. WENCHEBACH. Van K-Bax. BACKS. Van K-Bax phenomena. Can anyone tell me what is Van K-Bax phenomena? It is a combination of heart block 1 and heart block 2. That is a clue. Anyone? Yes or no? Can I go ahead?
Increase PR interval plus missing bits.
Yeah, but it is in a pattern. In hard block 1, there is constant PR interval which is increased. Suppose it is increased to maybe 10 squares. In every complex, that is constant. Correct? PR will be constantly increased in every complex. That is
Yes.
hard block 1. In 1K bags, in every complex, the PRL interval keeps getting more and more. Suppose in the first complex, it is 10. In the second complex, it will become 14. In the third will become 18. And in the fourth, one complex is lost. Understood? Or repeat?
Repeat, sir.
Hope you're not feeling sleepy. You want chai?
So is it a
Not
cyclic
sleepy, sir.
lengthening?
It is a PR interval keeps increasing in every complex which is following the earlier one. In hard block 1, the PRL interval is constant in all the complex. Correct? If it is 10 in first, second also 10, maybe 11 over. But in 1K bags, it does an increase with a drop of 1 QRS, which is also there in second degree hard block. Correct?
Yes, sir, clear.
So Mobitz type 1 may there is a missing at 2:1, 3:1, 4:1. In 1K bags, Mobitz type 2, there is a prolongation of PRL interval followed by a drop in the fourth or fifth. So this pattern continues. Okay. So what is this? Can anyone tell? I think this is one of the last ECG for today. It's a 12 lead ECG. Now you wanted to understand what is axial deviation. Correct? Can you see this ECG, lead 1 and lead 3? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, anyone in lead 1, what is R in millimeters? Can you see it on the graph paper? Approximately 6 plus 6.
Lines are not very clear.
So we'll have to go to a ECG which is little better. Let's see. This is better ECG. Is this better?
No, sir.
Or it is still small?
Yeah, it's
Better, sir.
But there was a query coming. Should we take AVL or AVF? See, the amplitude of the ECG is good or not good? Lead 3.
not good.
So we should go for a better ECG. We will go back. Is this fine? 1 and 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now lead 1. What is the upward ROA in millimeters?
Approximately
How many? 7 or 8? How many millimeters?
7.
7. So it is plus 7. But is there a negative deflection?
No. Plus
7 plus 0 is 7. Take the 3. What is the positive? How many millimeters? 5,
13, 14, 13
30. Plus or minus?
plus.
Plus. So now on the x-axis, you take 7. You remember that chart? You want to go back? Here. Can you see? So if you take 7 here, it is positive, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, correct? And what are the positive here? 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, if you take an intersection of this from here and the 7 from here, does it fall in the normal range? What is the angle going to be? Approximately 60. What is this angle? This is 0. This is 30. Maybe 70 or 80. 90 is here. Correct? Are you there with me?
Yes.
Yes.
This is 90. The angle was coming somewhere here. So it could be 70, right? Plus 70. So
Yes,
plus
sir.
70 is normal or not normal?
No.
Normal. So the axis of this patient is normal or not normal?
Normal.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
So I will send in few more ECGs every day, at least one this week. Every ECG, you'll have to report the axis. You'll have to report the PQRS. You have to report the rate. And you have to report if there are any ectopics, arrhythmias, and you have to report the ECG. Will it be possible or difficult?
Yes, sir. We'll try, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you take this ECG only. Now you take, what is this? V3. So you take V1, V2, V3. Can anyone interpret this on the group? In V1, V2, and V3. What is the rate? What is the rhythm? What is the PQRST? Whether it is normal, abnormal. Can anyone tell at least of V3? Speak about V3. Is it normal?
It's T wave inversion, sir.
Order-wise. The problem is we always going for short. Did I teach you shortcut? The procedure.
No, no, sir.
Look at the
PR,
P.
PR
Follow the-
wave.
PR interval is prolonged.
First you go for P wave.
Yeah,
Is the
P
P
wave is
wave normal?
normal.
P wave is normal.
Okay. Then
PR interval is prolonged.
Prolonged.
very good.
Q wave is not there. R wave is
It is not equivocal.
S wave is more than R wave.
Yes.
And T inversion.
Is normal. T wave is inversion.
So is this ECG normal or abnormal?
Abnormal.
Can you find out what is the abnormal? One person. There are so many people. Sangeeta. Sangeeta, you speak. Sangeeta, you unmute and speak. Yeah.
PR interval is prolonged.
So what is the conclusion? Will you give it normal or abnormal?
So this is abnormal.
Can you identify the abnormality? Yes.
This is actually there is some block because PR interval is prolonged and ischemic changes also. It could be ischemic changes.
Yeah, you can mute. Anyone can unmute. If a T wave is inversion, what is the diagnosis?
Sir, myocardial infarction.
New
This
or,
is ischemia, sir.
yeah. Any more?
Sir,
So one is
since
saying
no deep Q wave is there, so it's new.
so. What is the correct diagnosis? I got 3 answers.
First degree bundle
Is there a
burn.
damage? Is there an infarction there, or this is a case where the infarction is a recent one?
Recent, yes.
This patient has got a recent infarction. Because of that, there is a So in infarction, there are 3 stages. If the ST is very high, it is hyperacute stage. It is a very recent. As the ST keep coming down, it is developing. Is it clear? I will show you some ECG where the ST is very high. That is called the stage of hyperacute phase of infarction. So there is a hyperacute phase and there is a fully evolved. So what is this hyperacute or fully evolved?
Fully evolved.
Fully evolved.
When the ST comes down, fully evolved.
Fully evolved recent myocardial infarction.
Correct. So if the patient has just got 3-4 hours back, it is hyperacute. But if the patient comes maybe after 1 day or 2 days, then you cannot save much of the heart, but you can still treat and prevent further damage to the heart so that the Q wave doesn't develop. When the Q wave develop, then that is a significance of
Old infarction.
provided the ST and the T is erect. But if the T is still inverted, one thing remember, on the ECG, nothing should be negative. Is it clear? Downward deflection are abnormal, except AVR. Can you repeat?
Yes.
Downward deflection, inverted T, deep Q, ST depression are all abnormal ECGs. Can we stop here now? Any questions? You can now I will close the presentation.
So why you were saying that the Q wave should not develop in this?
Because it is a recent. You can unmute your video. Presence of Q wave is after the whole heart has damaged, it is healed, and it has left a scar tissue. Why was Q coming up in physiology of conduction? Because the current was flowing toward the right side of the ventricle and to the interventricular and toward the lower part of the ventricle. Correct? That is the reason. One, there is damage and the damage cannot be rectified. That Q will keep coming in that patient for the rest of the life. Is it clear? The presence of Q wave and STT both being normal is a sign of an old infarction. Is it clear? So anyone can repeat what is old infarction and what is recent infarction?
Presence of Q wave without changes in ST and U waves is old infarct, and if presence of Q wave with ST and ST changes and inverted inverted T is recent myocardial infarction.
In recent infarction, there may not be a Q.
Yeah. If it's old, if it is old infarct plus new additional infarct.
Very rarely it happens in the same area.
Okay, sir.
If there are 12 leads, for example, patient has got a anterior wall infarction. Next time he will go into inferior wall infarction, or it's the lateral wall. Hope you remember the 4 walls.
Yes, sir.
It happens sometime that the anterior wall has become more extensive. First it was V1, V2, V3. Now it has become V4, V5, V6. So V1 to V6, all are affected.
Okay,
So
sir.
then the V1 to V3 will have a Q wave and V5, V6 may not have a Q wave.
Yes, sir.
So when both are there, that means they have got a attack on the same area again.
Yes,
So
sir.
there is ST elevation and T wave inversion, and in the same, there is a deep Q, which means they have got a second attack on the same area,
Yes, sir.
which is much more severe. Can we wind up now?
Yeah, sir, how many ectopics are supposed to be normal?
That depends on whether it is an atrial ectopic or a ventricle ectopic. Atrial ectopic normally is not a concern. Why? Because the heart rate doesn't depend on the atrial ectopic. The ventricular output is not depending on the atrial ectopic. Correct?
Yes.
Ventricular ectopic should not be more than 15 per minute. Ventricular ectopic should not be more than 15 per minute. Why? Anyone? What happens in ventricular ectopic?
That is not further conducted. It means there is no heart output.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
Yes.
So whenever there is a ventricular ectopic, there is zero cardiac output. So your heart rate may show 80, but 15 is missed. So what is the actual heart rate? 80 minus 15?
55.
Maybe distance.
65.
65. 65 rate is better or 80 is better? That is the reason whenever there is a ventricular ectopic, it has to be immediately treated. So next time I will show you some ECGs on ventricular ectopics, and one part which has remained is the QRS, which is talking about the bundle branch. So there are anomalies of the P wave, there are anomalies of the Q wave, there are anomalies of the QRS, anomalies of the ST and T. So when you understand these anomalies, then you are able to interpret the ECG. So ECG's abnormalities can be atrial ectopics, ventricular ectopic, different types of heart blocks, first degree, second degree. Second degree is Mobitz type 1, Mobitz type 2, called as Wenckebach phenomena. Third degree heart block, complete heart block. Then there is right ventricular and left ventricular events, that is called as right bundle branch block and left bundle branch. Then there is axis, how to get it, and that's it. You know how to report any such. Hope it's clear. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat box, or else you can later put it in the group. Can we stop for now?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, take care.
Thank
And
you
send in
so
some
much.
ECGs. Expect you to send at least one ECG in the week. So we have around 40 participants. So at least 40 ECGs can be. One ECG per week is okay, no? For each participant.
Yes, sir.
If any of your patients, just click it and send it on the board. Or maybe some members in your family, any file, you can see an ECG, just click it and put. Okay, bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Be safe and take care.